ACPO is access to government procurement opportunities, and these are to the groups that we think are now women, youths, and persons with disability. I said last year we were intentional in meeting the youths, intentional in sensitizing them, intentional in actually training them. And out of those initiatives, I think this year we've done very well. Out of a target of 5.6 billion, we achieved 3.5 billion, which to me is 62%. We have never hit over 50% with a lot of happiness the way we did last year. It is a target that is worth celebrating. We saw a lot of good uptake by the youths and even the women. We will keep encouraging, and now that we hit over 50%, we are at 62. We are hopefully that in this year, the only thing that I can say we need to overcome is to train them in EGP, which is now the big camel in the house. We ensure that we train them, we ensure that they are sensitized, we ensure that we encourage them so that as we move towards EGP, they also comply. Our trainings is mainly how to ensure that they understand how Kenya Power does its tendering. It includes even bidding itself, taking them through specs, doing examples of how we actually do the bidding, and out of it we also listen to them on where they get challenges, so that even as we think about meeting their needs, we already know what they want. We run our tenders through what we call SRM system, which is basically a track and trace system, whereby you digitally actually put your tenders. What EGP is now coming to do is what we've been doing, and maybe it will also grow to where we are and even be perfect and more. But basically, we don't run physical tenders the way they are run anywhere else. You bid electronically, and it has track and trace. In this case, you cannot actually tamper with it when we open. We ensure that it's as open as possible. And wherever we actually give out results, notify whoever wins, wherever anybody is aggrieved, we have what we call, we invite them to our own offices, even open the systems for them to see, take them through the evaluation the way it has been done to ensure that they are as happy as possible. In this case, we've reduced complaints to near zero. We've set aside certain goods that we think are not complicated, but over time we believe that when they get the tenders and keep growing within Kenya Power, over time they can also reach out to the complex tenders. So it's a journey. They start with the small ones and complicated ones. Over time they understand the intrigues in actually doing the issues of technical tenders, and they keep growing. And wherever we see any PWD who is interested in growing, we really encourage and even attach certain engineers to keep educating them on what is required in terms of technicality, so they also don't fear to fail and think that they are separate from the other bidders. Buy Kenya, Build Kenya is also a compliance issue that we must do under the Ministry of Industry, whereby they encourage that in all the tenders that we do, at least 40% can come to Kenyans who can develop for the future, also build up, also companies can come, they can create employment and all that. So it's also very intentional, and we've set out tenders that we think Buy Kenya, Build Kenya people can be encouraged on, like cables and the rest. We're actually hitting the target because over time we've grown manufacturers, we've attached our own engineers to help them build the standards, and I think it is going very well. And I think we've never failed. For the last 3 years, we always hit 40% and above as required by law, and I think KPLC is the most compliant amongst government institutions.